Hi Aries, this is going to be your October 2021 forecast. It's good primarily for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Aries in tropical astrology. Keep in mind, however, this is a general message. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches. If it doesn't resonate, Aries, try watching any other part of your natal chart. You could find the messages that you need there instead, or just additional messages about different parts of your life. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. I am booked up for the rest of this week and next week too, you guys, but end of October might be perfect for you if you want a private reading. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I do try to read for you every week. Right now it's Soma Chandra Aries. Aries, this was an intense message. And I have no Aries in my chart, but this deeply affected me. Like, I could feel you guys. I mean, I'm a Libra, so I'm right across the wheel from you. I've always had such a strong obligation to you guys in my heart, and I got sucked into this reading. I was like, wow, okay, it's time to turn the camera on and deliver it. I feel like there's a lot going on for you, Aries. I think that October is a month of personal growth, possibly professional growth. And I also think that you have the opportunity, Aries, to make some changes in some intimate relationships in your life. You need to stand up to some people, I think, in your larger community or perhaps your immediate family. But Aries, you also need to know that you have love and support around you as well. And when this all came out, I was like, wow, okay, it's going to be an intense month for you guys. What came out of my first oracle deck, this deck talked a lot. I was like, is this going to be an oracle reading? Do I even need tarot? 6 cards came out and they said, please show them all of them. And I said, okay, I never say no to you guys. Status quo came in reverse. So there is a cycle. You've been doing the status quo for a while, and I think you're tired of it. If you have a challenge breaking out of that, it's a victim mentality. Moving into October, you may feel kind of chained. You may feel like, why is this happening to me? You may be really stuck in your head. I think you're definitely tired of the status quo. Now, you might have felt a decrease of some kind in your life, a change in your schedule, in your world. Maybe you're making some kind of a change. Some of you are tired of the status quo, and I can see that you want to move to a new beginning. It's interesting. Letting go came out, so you are trying to let something go. But new beginning came in reverse. I have renewal at the bottom of the deck. I also have from the Illumination Oracle deck, let's move right to that because it's in conjunction with this. Growth and expansion, stuck, taking a risk, renewal. Money and finances at the bottom of the deck, regain control. So I feel like in October, Aries, if you let go of what no longer serves you, emotionally, in the material world, a person, a place, a way of thinking, a way of being, it will be necessary for you to let go so you can let this new beginning in, because you are tired of the status quo. And I know you guys don't like feeling like this. This is not your MO typically. There is an opportunity for growth and expansion, but you're feeling kind of stuck. You may literally be stuck. You may be stuck playing out a contract, literally in the 3D. Or you're stuck in your head. You do know that you have to take a risk, which is probably why you're having a hard time taking that leap of faith. But the Fool was at the bottom of one of my clarifying decks, so I know you want to. I know you do. But you feel like it's going to be a risk. But there is this chance for renewal. There's a chance for renewal. There's a chance for growth and expansion for you, Aries. I was like, okay. And there's a lot of fragmented energy. You're putting the pieces of yourself back together. So whatever's going on in your life, it might be triggering you in a deep way. You have a chance for quite a bit of spiritual growth, I think. And it will play out in the details of your life. 2 cards fell out while I was putting this deck away. And it was as if they were pushed out of the deck to make you feel like you have support in October. People came out. There's 2 people here. The loving man and friends and colleagues. Now, I'll tell you, in your environment in the tarot, there looks like there's some tension, but these fell out for a reason. Spirit wants you to know that you do have good friends and colleagues, not just friends, but coworkers and people in your field and industry that are around you, this month would be a good month to connect to them. There is also a very loving man around you. This could be a romantic partner, a family member, a very good friend. They came in the upright. They're here to support you. There are some good people around you that you will spend time with in October, or that you will have time. You will have the time to spend with in October. Make sure you let them in. What came out of the Heavenly Bodies astrology deck, they said one card, but then two came out as a challenge. The second house came out. This is physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. That may be either a Robin or a Carolina Wren. We have a heart here and a rose, ever unfolding rose. You may have a water sign or a Libra around you. The second house doesn't come out too often, but it's an important house for us humans. This is about our feelings and our values and our self-worth. The second house is also a house of heredity. It can be about what we're socially privileged to or disadvantaged towards. It's about our cultural background, the way we grew up, and how that affects our sense of security. And it is about earning ability and money. It is a fixed energy. So in October, you will be strongly focused on your physical security. You may be looking at what you possess and what you value the most in the material world, and all of that will be tied into where you came from, who you are as a person, and your self-worth. Because if you think about it, our relationship to the material plane is directly affected to our self-worth. We just don't always realize it. I feel as though some of you feel as though your self-worth is threatened. Your physical security may feel threatened in some way, because I can see deep within you're a little trapped in your head about something. If you have a challenge as you focus on the second house and getting this fragmented energy put back together and allowing yourself to let go, get out of a victim mindset, move into new beginnings that you know you want to take, it will take receptivity and discipline. We have yin energy coming out as a challenge or a catalyst, and the 10th house coming out. This is often about career, our reputation, professional achievements, but it's also about moral conditioning and the direction we're going and our goals in life and how we feel about ourselves. You will be challenged to have structure in your life in October. You will be challenged to have discipline in October, Aries. You will be very focused on what you want to accomplish, in particular career-wise, and what your mission in life truly is. But with the yin energy coming out, you're going to need to soften. Sometimes it's difficult for people ruled by Mars to soften their resolve. When this came out, I chuckled. I was like, oh, this is going to challenge them, but you guys can do it. I know you can do it. You're all fire, but you can be soft and emotional. I've known too many Aries to know that that's true of you. It will take patience in October. It will take trust. You will need to be receptive to your intuition. I also think that some of you might be undergoing some sort of a spiritual transformation, because I have the Devil in the Tower and Judgment. That's a big deal. It's going to hit you, and the High Priestess. It's going to hit you in a deeply emotional way. So be patient with yourself. Be disciplined in October, Aries. Focus on where you're going in life. Allow yourself to be receptive and receive all the intuitive hits that come in. Follow your intuition as you stay focused on your physical security and your self-worth. I think you'll be thinking a lot about where you came from, who you are now, and where you're going. I also get the strong sense that for some of you, even though this isn't the 6th house, I kept thinking and hearing heredity. Some of you have inherited some illnesses of some kind. There will be a need to maybe check those out at the doctor. Yeah. So the tarot was interesting. The overall reason for the reading was the 3 of Wands. You are focused on the future. You are examining the full growth potential of what is to come in your life. The challenge is the 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take. So you may want to invest in something. You may need equal give and take in a partnership. You may be waiting for a payout of some kind. You may need to, the challenge is there may be something that you want to see come through to its full growth potential, but it will require a down payment of some kind, possibly help from others. Someone from at a distance from you may want to offer you help, or you may want to send them help. What's driving you is the Page of Pentacles and Justice. Interesting. Libra energy here. Actually, the first message I heard off of this was a health message. Some of you are going to begin to develop a skill that will bring something into balance in your life that you can no longer ignore, that you might even be experiencing some consequences for. This might be difficult for you to deal with, but Libra season is what we're in, and Libra season is often a time where justice is served, and we have to accept consequences, honesty, cause and effect, a major choice that you cannot ignore. It's also possible in October that some of you will deliver and receive something here in regards to a contract or a court of law. You may want to rewrite a contract with someone, a lease of some kind. This could also be a yearly review at work. But you do want to develop something further in your life that will bring it into balance. This might require an investment of some kind on your part. Perhaps you have already done that. This could also be someone needing help financially that has to do with something legal. They're telling me that. Take that as it resonates, if that resonates with you. Deep within, though, the Eight of Swords and the Devil, well, some of you just are very close to a Capricorn that you can't get off your mind. You may or may not feel good about that Capricorn. But that's not going to be true for all of you. I can see that deep within Aries, when I have the Devil and Justice, something has to be brought into balance that can no longer be ignored. This can be an unhealthy, toxic relationship. This can be having to face the music about some health issues you've been having. Some of you may be stuck in a situation or even in your own heads to the point where it's driving you crazy in October. Being chained and bound, and not in a fun way. Don't overthink it, Aries. You're not trapped. You might just feel that way, though, because justice can feel like a pinch. And your advice, 3 cards came out, and I was like, oh, I see. The 10 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Tower will be your main thoughts, your crowning thoughts in October. Now, I see this in 2 different ways, Aries. The first message I heard is you're carrying some very heavy burdens, and there is a major change that you have to make, and you're feeling mighty insecure about it. As a matter of fact, you might be running away from it. Spirit is saying to you, if that's true for you, you have carried this burden long enough. Ask for help where you need it. Don't kid yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Something has to change. You are waking up to something. You are having some sudden realizations. It's also possible that Spirit is telling you, you've got to take your shit and go and get out of a situation before it gets ugly. Something may change. 7 to 10 months. One or the other there is what you'll be thinking about. But your actions in October are the High Priestess and the 8 of Pentacles. Well, you're just going to keep quiet and mind your own business, I think, in October. I think that you're going to be, with the Pisces High Priestess here, you're going to be very quiet. You might be praying quite a bit, meditating, listening to your intuition. Some of you will be very focused on a task at hand every day. Some of you will be practicing and developing a skill. The 8 of Pentacles can be everything from your daily life and work to you may be practicing something to a level of mastery. You may just work around a Pisces. And that person might be coming in for you. But what I see here for you is you're going to be very quiet. You're going to mind your own business quite a bit. The High Priestess doesn't show her hand of cards in the poker game of life. No, she does not. Some of you are perfecting a skill. You will be working on something at home. You may work with your hands. This could also be cooking, a workout routine for some of you as well. I see you spending quite a bit of time alone focusing on the details of something. But something is difficult for you because you're all trapped in your head about something negative here. And dealing with the truth and a consequence. You may find something that you're looking for as well that will bring a lot of balance into your life. It may require you to invest in it and make major changes. If any of you have been having health issues, do not ignore it. I have the 7 of Swords, the Tower, and the Devil here. It could be a tricky diagnosis, and diagnostic testing will be required. You see, sometimes that's a test. This is a tricky diagnosis. I keep hearing health messages for you guys. But there's some other stuff going on in your environment that I'm sure isn't helping. Some of you feel like you need to get out of a situation that doesn't make you feel very good. You are focused on the future. It will require work and an investment. Listen to your intuition. You will be doing so, Aries, which is good. You're just as intuitive as any other sign. Some of you cusp Pisces, and that will give you an intuitive advantage. But you don't need Pisces to help you with your intuition. You're plenty psychic enough. In your environment, I have the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I clarified the Five of Wands and I got the Three of Swords and Judgment. I heard something from your deep past here. Some of you, not all of you, of course, but some of you are realizing that there's been a lot of tension in maybe your family or the way you grew up. This could just be your local community at large. There could be a lot of tension in your workplace as well. And you could have a nice, happy family to come home to. COVID-19 may have been affecting your work environment in particular, but the Three of Swords speaks to heartbreak, judgment. The angel of the divine is trying to tell you something here. This looks like a standard family to me. Like, we fight sometimes, we're a bit competitive, we don't always agree, but we love each other and we've always been this way. But there's been heartbreak here. And someone is making a major judgment call. Now, this could be someone around you that's feeling this way and you're not aware of it, but I feel like this is you and how your environment impacts you. Spirit is trying to tell you something. I said, okay, what is Spirit trying to tell Aries, the Queen of Swords, and the world? Now, this could be an air sign around you, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I also have Scorpio here. I have several cards of Scorpio. I have Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Capricorn here. But the first message I heard here, Aries, was think and do some life review here. You have a chance to wrap up some cycles and move forward protected. You cannot ignore an inner calling, and it's definitely time to stand up for yourself. It's definitely time to be direct and protect your heart. Something may have to end or change. Also, something may have been happening in a group dynamic. This could be a family member around you. They could be moving towards an air sign now, or they could be an air sign. Someone may want to move. Someone may be far away. Some of you are thinking about getting away from a group dynamic that you don't feel like you fit in. Family could be involved, or a person around you feels the need to move away from this. Yeah, and it will cause major change. This might be difficult for you to face or accept if that resonates. The final outcome was the Wheel of the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Wands. So playing out cycles, your fate, your karma, and your destiny will be very much in focus for you in October, Aries. There is so much that is hidden. You will be very emotional. You might even experience emotional waves and confusion. I see a heaviness for you emotionally. I feel like some of you are searching your souls about a lot of things, if I had to guess. Work, where you live, health, family. Yeah. And I think that moving into October, I clarified the wheel, what comes after the wheel. You may feel very challenged in October, but you do have the high ground, Aries. You may feel as though the universe is not exactly lining everything up and making it easy for you in October. You may feel as though you have a challenge ahead of you. And there's a lot of untapped hidden potential with the moon, though. There are things that you don't see. And because you don't see them, you might not trust them, and you might be afraid. This could be about your next step in life, your next move in life. If it is a health issue, you may be afraid of it. But I clarified the wheel again. I clarified this again, the moon and the wheel in particular. I got the moon again, the magician, and the star. And the Fool is at the bottom of the deck. There's that new beginning. And here's the Page of Pentacles again. Some of you are going to develop a skill that will help you move forward. You may find something that you need that will help you move forward. Aries, despite the insecurity and the major changes, because when I have the justice being served, the devil being here, all trapped in your head, feeling insecure about something with the Seven of Swords and the Tower and the Moon, I can see that there's a lot going on under the surface for you. And I think some of you are going through something difficult in October. But what you don't see is the star. And the star is at the bottom of my main deck. And the star came out of the clarification deck. And here you are. That's your card. That's you. The most powerful card in the deck. The Fool. A leap of faith. Renewal. What you don't see, Aries, is if you just go with the flow and deal with the challenges, mind your business, work through this, stand up for yourself here, and be honest. Some of you need to just smack it down with some family members here. You can really be the single catalyst for change. What you don't see is that this next cycle in your life that you're going to start to go through in October will give you the opportunity to believe that you really are the single catalyst for change. You can do anything, even if you have to do it alone. You have all the resources and all the skills that you need to succeed. You have what it takes, despite the confusion, despite the emotional waves, despite the lack of clarity. You can do this, even without the sunlight, and you are moving towards renewal. You are coming into alignment with your own soul. Have hope, have faith. Everything you're going through is meant to help you come into alignment with your true self, with the star of Aquarius, and see that you really are the single catalyst for change in your own life, and you have what it takes to succeed and move forward. I wanted to drop out a few more cards because I was like, well, I didn't expect to see this because we have a loving man and friends and colleagues around. So I was like, can you show me a little bit more in the environment? Because this looks like a little bit of a shit show. And you may hear an inner calling about standing up for yourself, being very direct. Some of you might think about relocating, or maybe a person around you has separated themselves from you. They may be a little detached from you at times. But this is in the environment. I have the Two of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands. Now, you could be the Queen of Cups or the King of Wands because that's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius masculine, and this is a water sign feminine. But these people do not need to be these signs. What I immediately heard was these are either friends or family members, Aries, and these people really love you. This could be a very good friend, and so could this. They want to talk to you. They will talk to you. They love you. Also, you might be encouraged to discuss, grand visionary plans with a partner. One of you is very loving and emotionally centered and intuitive and mature. One of you is a very passionate, inspired person and leader. You and your partner may need to have some good conversations, in particular about your emotions. If you're the Queen of Cups, you could be very emotional in October. I have the Moon twice and the High Priestess and the Devil and the Tower. Some of you are really going through something, and you do need to talk to your partner probably about the future because the Three of Wands is here, and maybe some major changes that need to be made either for yourselves or your home. But I get the sense that these are friends or people close to you. This could be your spouse, and this could be a really good friend or, one or the other. There are people around you that love you, that just want you to move forward and take a leap of faith and recapture authenticity and then your true nature. Have hope and faith, Aries, because despite some of the difficult things you might be going through in October, if you trust the process and you're patient and you're receptive to all that comes towards you that can help you, and if you have some structure and discipline and you really focus on your life mission, your self-worth is just going to go up. Your sense of physical security, you'll feel good about that. You'll feel good about the investments that you're making. You have some awesome people around you. You will have to let go and trust in a new beginning when the timing is right. Something may happen in Scorpio season. Address a victim mentality if you're feeling that way. And if you're ready to let go of the status quo, you're ready to let go of the status quo. Maybe you're feeling stuck because you feel like you have to take a risk, but there is a chance for growth and expansion and renewal, the butterfly, metamorphosis, renewal, the star. Whether you realize it or not, Aries, I think everything is happening for a reason. The Tower is usually necessary. Something will be brought into balance for you in October. If you just keep your nose to the grindstone, take your risk and keep working on it, you'll get the expansion. and the hope will follow. Yeah. All right, Aries, that's October for you guys. If it resonates, I hope it helps you. I really like this reading. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. The link to the website's down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Aries. Take care of yourselves. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.